Amazon Studios has a new sci-fi mystery film called The Vast of Night, and it's available right now on Prime Video.
Set in the 1950s, the film follows two teenagers as they discover something strange in the sky that could change their small town forever. Here's Lauren Kelly.
Everett, it's Faye. The sound came through the board and interrupted your radio show.
What sound?
We've got two stars of the movie with us today, Sierra McCormick, who plays Faye, and Mr. Jake Horowitz, who plays DJ Everett. Hey, guys!
Hey, how are ya?
Right off the bat, the movie is out today, The Vast of Night, on Amazon Prime Video. Why don't you guys give everybody a little bit of a synopsis of what it's about?
Okay, so The Vast of Night takes place on the first night of a high school basketball season in a small town in New Mexico, and everyone in the town has gone to the game. And you meet the local DJ, Everett, and his younger friend, Faye. And they are learning how to use, or Everett is teaching Faye how to use a recorder. And Everett then goes to his radio show, and Faye goes to her job at the switchboard, and then...
Then Faye hears a very strange sound come over the airways of her switchboard. And so she loops Everett in to try to find out what it is, and it sort of sets them off on this adventure over the course of one very vast night to to find out the origin of the sound and what it might be and what that might mean.
The sound we heard out in the desert, it was coming from thousands of feet higher than anything could climb.
They've come here before. They've liked this place. They always have.
What was really cool is the movie's set in the 1950s, and the recording equipment is so different. Did you have to learn that technology from back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally. I think me and Sierra both had some technology research to do, and we were lucky. I mean, I had a reel-to-reel recorder in my hotel room while we were shooting, so I could just sort of wake up and like learn my lines and sort of do whatever it would do in his day-to-day life and get a real feel for that.
Yeah, that was like a huge part of the process for me because Faye has her switchboard, and I don't know, I just thought that was a huge, integral like part of crafting her character, just because that's something that is really important to her.
I don't know if people realize the movie is set in New Mexico, but it was shot in Whitney, Texas. And even us being from Texas, we're like, where's Whitney, Texas? It's a very small town. Like, how many people? How many people would you say live in Whitney, Texas?
500?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
I would agree, really small. And we got to meet like most of them.
we got to meet almost everyone in town at some point.
They probably all invited you over for dinner or some pie or dessert or something.
We
had a barbecue.
Let me ask you this. What's the biggest difference in shooting a movie in a small town like that versus a soundstage in Los Angeles or New York, and you have all of these other things there? Is it less distracting in a smaller town?
I think it's more immersive. I think that like helped me in a way because, when Jake and I are both big city like people. And so, I don't know, there's like a certain shorthand that people in small towns kind of speak with each other, and there's just a different sort of way of interacting and speaking, I think, than, people from big cities. I think I'm always so fast. And, when I went to Texas, I think it's also has to do with, the Texas drawl. My mom's from Texas. But, I think also being in a small town where, I guess just less stress, like less just stuff. A lot of the, when Jake and I would like talk to a lot of the people, they had this very relaxed, sort of calm, unrushed way of speaking. And so I thought that, that was really interesting. And like I said, I think it helped me in a way to be able to sort of observe, and sort of immerse ourselves in, this very small town, kind of like what, Cayuga might be sort of like.
Jake, really something cool or not cool? I was in radio for 20 years before I came over to Houston Live just recently. And the biggest question and request I ever got was, hey, do your radio voice. Did you have to do like a radio voice ever on the set as Everett?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think, I probably did that just, to like, for Joseph. But there is that part in the movie where Sierra like, or Faye calls Everett out and is like, why are you talking like that? It sounds so stupid.
Come on, give us a little bit of it right now. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, I think Everett tries to be like smoother than he is. He's like, his radio voice is like, you're listening to cool sounds.
That's legit what we would make fun of, and I feel bad saying it, but I can because I was there.
That's right. You earned the right.
Well, you guys, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. The movie is wonderful. Good thing it's out on a weekend, Friday night. Amazon Prime Video, The Vast of Night. Jake Horowitz plays DJ Everett. Okay. And
You would be better than me. That was amazing.
No. Sarah McCormick plays Faye. You're a operator, and you guys do such a wonderful job. I think that everybody should go and watch it this weekend.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so awesome. Thanks, Lauren. That's my radio voice. We do have a link to learn more about The Vast of Night on our website. Of course, that's HoustonLife.tv. Derek, your radio voice, what's it sound like?
Yeah, you sort of sounded like the movie phone guy. Welcome to Movie Phone. Houston Life will be right back.
Welcome.
Ridiculous.